Hey everybody, it's Jesse with the Cross-Platform Action Squad. So today's video is a little different in the sense that it's not very D&D heavy. Really, it's just us trying to get a format down for when we actually do start playing. It's much more in line with a lot of our podcast stuff that we had before. So with that in mind, just kind of bear with us while we figure out what the hell we're doing and enjoy the video.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Cross-Platform Action Squad podcast. We got a brand new little deal for you today. We're going to start rolling up our characters for the Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign. Zach was supposed to be here. I think he fell asleep. That's fine. We'll catch him up later. But here we are. Everybody introduce yourselves.
You didn't have any of us started. I thought that was going to be the new thing.
No.
I'm Riley.
My name's Malea.
And that's Mark.
That is Mark.
Okay, so as you can see here on our TV back here, we got the rules that I'm giving. I'm the DM. Hello, I'm Riley. And yeah, we got 5 rules, and they're as follows. Stat rolls are 4d6 times 8. Take out the Lotus. That's standard. Refer to the player's handbook for starting gold. I'm not going to give you guys a set amount. Roll for a trinket, because we're playing 5e and rolling for trinkets is fun. No additional starting equipment. I don't want you guys to go and start buying stuff with your starting gold. And please treat me with respect.
Please respect me.
We'll see about that last one.
That's like the hardest one to follow.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know about that. That might be a little rough. But
So while you guys look through races and classes, I'm going to start asking podcast questions that we have saved up.
Really quick, is there like a digital character sheet?
yes. So if I remember right, there's a way to do it. Let's see.
Yeah, you go to the sheet up here, it's journal, and you go to add character.
There is nothing there for me.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, well then I probably have to add it for you.
Yes!
Okay. So there should be one for Jesse and Mark now. And now I'm making Malea's.
I get mine last because I'm a stinky girl.
It's true.
She knows her place, guys.
Damn it!
Character name.
So,
That's it!
so while you guys do that, thanks, Jesse. You're already breaking rules here. Let's see. First podcast.
Banned.
Where do we start off? Because did we answer so first question is from Orcus Official. Is playing a D&D character of the opposite sex gay?
No, my dude.
I actually do it all the time.
Yeah, for real. Like, even in, like, video games and stuff, I usually choose the female. Just because...
They have better customization options.
Well, not only that, but, I mean, it's like, there's, like... It helps me, like, alleviate the suspension of disbelief and stuff like that. Like, it's like, I can get into the role better because it's further from what I actually am. I don't know if that makes sense, but... I have more fun role-playing characters that are fantastical to me, so...
Jesse, I have more fun role-playing as a girl.
Actually, Malea, you play as a guy.
I have played as a guy a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you are gay.
I'm pretty gay, yeah. So, I'm the conundrum.
Uh,
But then so is Jesse.
well, gay and pansexual are two completely different things.
It's very true.
Yeah, it's a spectrum.
I don't want to talk about that. I just think this is a yes or no question, guys.
I think it's only gay if you like play like gay. I mean, it's not you being gay though; it's your character being gay.
It's acting, my dude.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
Role-playing pretend, that's pretty gay.
Yeah,
like D&D is gay as a whole. Like, let's be real. But like, I don't. When I play D&D, I don't go around and fuck everything that I see.
No, I kind of grew
I don't
out of
feel
that
like
after
I-
middle school.
Yeah, I don't feel like I have to do that because it's a fantasy game. So like, if I make a girl, I don't make her a slut. If I make a guy, I make him a slut either. Like,
Yeah.
so like, I don't know if that has anything to do with being gay, or what this person thinks is gay. But I just kind of play a character, and I'm kind of 50-50 whether I'm a girl or...
Are we, we're starting at level 1, yes?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I just realized that this is going to be a little weird with only my character sheet up, so...
With only what?
My character sheet up. I'm essentially just the one building a character.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, that's good then.
Yeah,
But,
what are you gonna be?
Who, me?
Or is it gonna be a surprise? Yeah.
Well, you guys should talk about it because it's a fucking podcast.
Yeah, so I'm, right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
I'm rolling up a Dwarven Monk, and I'm going to subclass into the Way of the Astral Self. So, that'll be fun.
Yeah, you can use kind of like that extended shit, Mark, if you want to. Like if you want to be a turtle or a drone, I don't mind.
What are you gonna be?
And then once we get into backstory and stuff, I can start giving you guys more
Yeah, no worries.
here.
I think in honor of the very first question that we got answered, I'm gonna be a gay human male paladin.
There you go.
Are you gonna be like very flamboyant or just like a normal person?
I'm gonna.
Just like a normal person.
I'm not saying it's here or there. I've met gay people that are like that act like normal people and people that are just super flamboyant. But I mean, same with straight people. Some straight people can be extremely flamboyant. You know,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean,
like me. But you know,
I wouldn't call you flamboyant. I'd call you unique.
I wouldn't even call me straight, to be honest. But anyways, that's a whole different can of worms. But anyways, that's for Malea to decide.
That's
Which
true.
one's
She is the
okay?
determining factor.
I'm not sure. I think I'll be very much into being holy and fighting for righteous things. But if I do come across another sexy man, ooh.
Malea's gonna be holy and gay, but don't ask, don't tell. Am I?
It all depends on what won't. I guess it depends on what won't punish me in game
I mean,
as a paladin.
So here's
But
the
I
thing
also,
about D&D deities is they don't really give a shit about your sexuality as long as you follow their code. So
Yeah.
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, this takes place on a time where sex is kind of like just something things did with each other, like
Yeah.
not necessarily two humans
I mean,
or anything.
you
It
live
was-
in a universe where dragons are constantly boning everything that moves. So
Yeah, so I guess that kind of answers that question too. Just like I think everything's gay in D&D, anyways.
well, it can be. There are like specific items made by Gary Gygax himself that actually gender bend your characters. So
yeah.
Of course. So, let's see. Next question. Hold on. People are talking about this question a lot.
so
Oh, it looks like the next one comes from Egg. Yeah. Well, I can say his name if you guys want.
no,
but,
don't say it. It's not appropriate.
Okay. He says best kink? Question mark. Now this is kind of a weird question. Like, do we rank kinks in tiers, or is he asking for our favorite one?
You know.
I would go with favorite because if we try to rank them right now, we're gonna be here all night.
Exactly.
It's just like,
I don't.
what's
have
the
time
best
for
kink?
that.
Oh, well, the top tier kink is fucking.
I say after the podcast, we put a secret video or an unlisted video.
It's a tier list.
Tier list.
Kink tier list.
We have to start it off with like clips from different movies, though, with like a bunch of scientists or like
Oh,
researchers running into a room.
It's just that clip of SpongeBob freaking out in his own mind, like, we don't know his name.
Like
On the top 10.
Charlie from It's Always Sunny trying to track down Pepe Silva.
I mean, let's be honest. Feet people are bad, but armpit people are worse.
Oh my god.
Why would you remind me of such a kink?
Yeah, I know, right? Why would sluts have their armpits out for everybody to see?
Yeah.
Armpit people are the worst. People with armpits are the worst.
I know.
No
Yeah, just,
arm
like,
gang, rise up.
fetishizing them.
Okay, so I'm gonna start rolling my stats if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Let's see here.
Are you gonna do them one at a time for suspense, or are you just gonna do them all at a time?
I think I'm gonna do them one at a time.
Okay.
46 times.
Yes, you do backslash roll
Okay. So that's
40.
1,
You didn't do them all at the same time.
2, 3,
You're not actually rolling them on the screen. What the hell are you doing?
4, 5, 6.
Oh,
7,
Oh,
8. Okay. So from that, we're gonna take out the lowest 2, which is gonna be 11 and 13, yeah? Or 11 and 12, yeah. Wait. I have to take the lowest one out of each of those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, let me just, I need something to write this down on.
I'm gonna roll mine in here.
Wait, Malea? Wait. Ah.
As he's trying to write it down, Malea's just like, nope, nope, no.
So 662 space. Okay. Riley, you can keep going.
Okay, so we didn't answer.
No, we didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, we're supposed
Well,
to.
yeah, we just said the worst.
We're all in agreement. It's armpit.
That's not
That's the
incorrect.
best. We're not about the worst.
No, that's the worst.
I was about to say, what are you guys trying to tell me? Like, scat is not good.
You ever see that picture of?
No, I haven't, Mark. I have.
Sonic the Hedgehog shitting into a subway.
No,
Foot
no
long.
one's seen that.
One,
no one
two,
wants
three.
to see
It
it.
was all over 4chan.
Did you guys see that
back then.
fucking... No, wait, hold on. Speaking of Sonic, horrible Sonic things, did you guys see the really badly drawn picture of Shadow pissing into Sonic's mouth, but Sonic is like half transformed into a urinal? And then Shadow's just saying, well, it's not like I'm enjoying this either.
I have seen that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a classic.
Oh,
Yeah, anything Sonic. Is Sonic considered a fetish now? Or a kink?
I mean, it's like a mix between furry... I think it's a subset of furry porn, yeah.
Hold on. Are we talking about fetishes or are we talking about kinks right now?
I mean, I guess there is kind of a difference, right?
I think so.
So,
Like,
wouldn't,
wait, no, is there?
wouldn't kinks be like? Okay, so I think kinks would be like ear biting, neck biting, and stuff, and then fetish would be like feet, stockings, and stuff like that.
stockings is pretty good. I like stockings.
Stockings is kind of like a kink, though, I feel. Because it's kind of like, it's an item in the bedroom.
It's
Right.
kind of a kink.
I think it's interchangeable. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Okay.
make the determination.
Let's just say, like, are we just saying that they're the same?
Yeah, they're the same
Bullying.
Bullying.
Bullying?
Bullying.
thing. Nice
Not
cock,
cooking.
faggot.
Not
Should I
cucking,
start bullying
but then
you?
bullying.
Should I start bullying
No.
you now?
Mark.
Shut up!
You already do that. And
It
makes me
starts
upset.
now, bitch.
It starts now. Okay, so
Your family's poor!
oh,
My brother's a drug addict. I bully
Ugh, you're
myself.
bullying yourself.
That's
Mark's
Mark's
also
kink.
a
He bullies
masochist.
himself.
okay.
Wait, you rolled awfully on one of them. You rolled 3 1s and a 5.
I know, isn't that awful?
You should just keep that stat and put it
Yeah.
as your charisma.
No, that's her
Shit.
best. That's her most.
Oh yeah, it has to
stat.
be. It has to be the best because she's gay. But
No,
It's
I'm
'cause she's a
actually
paladin.
worse than they.
All right, so
but
I'm really good talking to gods, but I'm awful at talking to other men. Just fucking awful.
does anybody have any stories of kinks that they are willing to share or no?
I mean, that's kind of iffy.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to.
All right.
How dirty you want to get?
Yikes.
I once saw Jesse's pee-pee.
It's
Well, we
true.
all have.
What?
Remember that one time when we were all sitting in Mark's basement, and then we all looked at each other in silence, and then we all just got up and pulled our pants down without saying anything?
Yeah, that was weird. It was good though. Sorry.
I remember I was
I'm
wearing
not
my
being very
silk rubber
talkative.
duck underwear.
I'm trying to figure out where to put all my stats.
It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I never really got anything crazy kink-wise. There was this one girl who liked to bite and scratch and be handcuffed, but that's about it.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm not into that though.
I
It
mean,
was just kind of painful.
dude, I don't know. Sometimes it feels cumbersome to be like really into a kink. Like it's just like, yeah, we could just like fuck and like have fun, or we could spend like 20 minutes like melting candles and fucking whipping each other. Like,
I don't like people where it's just like that's their thing. Like that's
Yeah.
like sex doing that is just their hobby, and it's just like, yep, I'm out. Like,
sorry, but
let me know when you start collecting stamps or some shit. Like, anyways, do we have any more to add to this fucking story?
I don't
question?
personally, but
Mark, Malea?
Nah.
Not even. I like so much. It's hard to narrow it down.
That's fair.
Okay, so this next one comes from Hyrule. Do you guys think you'll ever do a Pokemon tabletop stream and not one where Zach murders every Rattata he sees?
So, I think.
Let's ask Stuart.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, we
think
did
he
do
wants
that
to talk
once,
to
didn't we?
us anymore.
Yeah.
We're not that cool.
I think the thing is,
We got more subscribers than us now.
Oh
bigger than
no!
Yeah,
In
I follow him
Pokemon?
on Twitter.
in Pokemon Tabletop, you have to like keep track of so many character sheets, and I think because normally whenever we do like that tabletop game, we have a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a problem. Also, when we did it once, because we practiced with it, we recorded ourselves doing it, and then everybody just ended up dying anyways, so...
Yeah.
But, I don't know if... I can't really answer this one truthfully. Like, with a
It's
solid
hard to
answer.
say. I don't think so personally. I don't think we'll commit to that. But
Yeah, I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to do this one, to be honest.
yeah,
think
it's
It's
hard to say.
everything's so up in the air right now. I mean, Zach's not even here.
Yeah.
I think honestly, it would end up becoming like just like a D&D story, whether it was animated or not. Like we could always go back and talk about it,
Mhm.
but I think recording it would be too cumbersome.
For
That's
sure.
why the D&D story format's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Streaming it.
Mm.
Problem is, Riley doesn't make these videos fast.
We gotta whip you harder, man.
Riley, you're the only one working on these fucking D&D story animations. Like, please.
Let's not get into that. Anyways, the next question: have you guys ever considered doing Let's Plays? Fun fact: Jesse and I have when we
Yeah.
first started the channel.
It's true.
Ooh, speaking of Let's Play, I'm playing as a half-orc druid.
Nice. I like it.
So let's play that.
Ugh.
But in seriousness, we could.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I'm not a fan of Let's Plays. You guys could. I don't like doing Let's Plays. I don't like watching them. I don't like doing them.
I mean,
I know you guys like that kind of stuff more, but I really don't.
I
Well, I
would-
mean, that was the original vision for our channel when we started playing games. Was we wanted to do Let's Plays.
mhm.
But then we were recording stuff and we weren't editing stuff. So then finally, what is it? Jesse left for a weekend, and we recorded me, Mark, and Zach recorded ourselves playing Left 4 Dead, and I just edited it the way I wanted our videos to be, and that was just the format we stuck with because I was the one who just fucking edited the video and posted it.
Yeah. So, I would like to. I've tried to get Riley in on doing a few, like playthroughs, and I was just gonna kind of like chop it up, kind of like a Let's Play. I think it could be a lot of fun. Riley's got a good personality. I can like throw stuff at him, and it usually works pretty good for comedy's sake.
I don't know about that.
Well, I think it's funny.
I'm just a man child. Like it's just kind of annoying
That's
to
what
hear
makes
me
it
talk.
fun. But that being said, I'd be down to do any kind with just about anybody. Mark, Malea, Zach, doesn't matter who. So, if we get that thing going, yeah, for sure, we'll do that.
So how are you guys doing on your characters?
I got my stats allocated.
Well, you were rolling.
Yeah, I just rolled.
So it looks like Jesse's dwarf is named Orsic Orstar,
Mm-hmm.
the big ooh.
You rolled all yours already?
Yeah, I rolled.
Okay.
You'll see why once my character comes into being.
Well, I mean, I can watch you edit this thing.
Yeah. So, in case you're wondering why the stats don't fully add up to what I had rolled, I added in the racial bonuses.
Yeah.
So, I'm sitting at 13
Uh,
strength.
Jesus, Mark.
Wow. Wow. Mark's doing good
Hey.
on the stats.
What were you saying?
13 strength, 15 dexterity, 16 constitution, 12 intelligence, 19 wisdom, and 13 charisma.
Those aren't bad.
No, I'm really happy with that. That's
Yeah.
better than I could have
I
hoped
would be
for.
too.
Uh,
I remember when we were playing Malea's campaign, we were camping.
Mhm.
I was the bard, and I really wanted my charisma to be the highest one in our party, and it wasn't, and I was very upset about that.
that's okay.
Because I don't really like rolling for stats. I like to do a point buy system
Right.
better. I think it's neater. I think that it provides a even playing field.
Sure, I could see that. It's
But,
definitely more. it's less reliant on luck, and therefore it's more balanced. But
Yeah, that's the but like if we're doing a live stream, then everybody wants to see people for stats. Let's be real.
yeah, gotta do cool stuff, you know.
Right. Let me know when you guys are ready for the next question.
I mean, I'm personally ready. I'm just looking through what I get as a monk at level 1.
Gotcha. By the way, that Let's Play question came from Egg.
Egg.
So the next question comes from DJ Snowy Boy. Favorite type of sauce in general, and then he adds favorite type of sashimi, sushi, and sushi roll. So I don't. My favorite sauce is hot barbecue sauce from B-Dubs. When I was young and stupid, I used to drink that fire sauce from Taco Bell.
Riley, you did a lot of weird shit.
Yeah,
That's okay though. I still love you.
I don't. Okay. Mark, favorite sauce? Don't say blast furnace.
No.
That shit just hurts, man.
No, remember when we would hang out in the basement, Jesse, and he would bring over some.
I
Like, a
think
blast
about
furnace
that
burger?
all the time.
Yeah, and he'd bring over a blast furnace burger like with a bunch of waffle fries soaked in the sauce. He would bring it down and open it, and we'd all just start choking to death because of the smell.
Dude, that stuff was potent. Like,
That was rancid, dude. How could you eat that shit, Mark? Mark's like insides are just lined with stone. Rock and stone.
to
You
the
know, that's probably
bone.
true. Actually, that's probably pretty true.
So
I mean,
right
all
now-
the- oh, hey, you got the sauce.
Yeah, right now my favorite is Melinda's. That's probably his middle name.
Yeah.
Melinda's ghost pepper sauce.
Okay.
It's really good, actually. I like to mix it with ranch, though.
How are you guys' characters coming along?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should like say more about what you're doing because I think like
I'm just
people
trying to
like there was at least one person who was just like, oh shit, I would make characters, and we're just kind of like
Yeah.
you're just like silently doing stuff. You're not narrating what you're doing.
Well, we are also answering questions.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Anyways, so what do you? Okay, this is the player handbook. So, Malea, what's your favorite sauce?
Oh god, that's a hard one. You know, I really don't know. I'm very much a like honey barbecue kind of person.
Fucking woman.
I gotta say the same thing. Like, honey barbecue is delicious.
Like it's just good. Like no matter what, it's not like
Well, now that Jesse, a man, is saying it, I'm just be like,
wow.
Wow.
just kidding. Sorry, I interrupted you too. You can keep going.
No, it's I don't know. It's just good sauce. Unlike anything really.
Gotcha. The next part of the question was favorite type of sashimi, sushi, and sushi roll. Gotta say, I fucking hate sushi.
Wow, really?
Yeah, if you want to feed me any kind of like meat, please cook it.
So you'd like a most American sushi then?
I
Yeah.
like fried fish. Like I don't hate fish. I just want it to be.
You could get a like California roll. Like, California rolls aren't really like sushi. They're like avocado. I think avocado or cucumber.
Well, then, yeah, I could eat that, but it's not sushi because it doesn't have fish.
Yeah, it's like all veggie. It's very strange.
Jeez.
It's all veggies. It's all veggies. Sometimes there might be like, I think there's a certain kind with crab meat in it, and the crab meat is really good.
Want to know something that I found out living with my sister?
So,
So they make spicy pulled pork sandwiches every now and then. Avocado, like if you slice up an avocado like that, that should taste good in a pulled pork.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like it's kind of like refreshing, kind of like when you put coleslaw in it, but it's more like it's just like an avocado slice, and it's just I don't know. It like it like counters the pulled pork in a way that just tastes good. I don't know, it's weird. It's hard. I can't explain it. It just tasted good when I had it.
I feel you, man.
Mark, what do you think about sushi, sashimi, and sushi roll?
I'm not the biggest fan of sushi. I like some of the cucumber vegetable sushi.
I think I told you guys about this, but back home we have that restaurant at the Crossroads that has they have fish fry Fridays,
Okay.
and on their menu they have crab stuffed whitefish. Oh my god, it's one of the best things I've ever fucking restaurant.
If I'm not mistaken, we don't get a feat at first level, correct? Not in 5th edition?
I believe that's correct.
Okay.
I don't know. Check your fucking class.
So for anyone who's watching my screen right now, I basically have entered in my stats. I have my Dwarven Racial feature, which is Dwarven Toughness. I filled in my first attack, which is just going to be Punch. I guess I could make it martial arts.
So, what classes? I'm gonna go to Druid real quick and see what's up with the feats. This feature.
Oh, let's see. Okay.
Let's see. Boom, boom, boom.
I just allocated my stats. Going through the handbook to actually find what racial bonuses I get. It's just a human.
So, next question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the worst haircut and why?
I think Mark and I are in agreement with this. It's okay, so it's when a girl has like shaved sides, at least like the side shaved on her head, but then she has bangs in the front. It's just like a fringe.
Oh no, I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds familiar, Jesse.
Oh, the shaved part, yeah.
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 I mean, the any kind of shaved head on someone is probably fine, but if you don't do it in the right way, it just turns out bad. And I don't understand why that's a style. Just the fringe.
I'll be right back.
I don't
guys.
understand. I don't. Okay, I don't understand what you say by fringe.
It's like
I'm gonna find
I
the
think
picture
Mark will
for
be
you.
able to find like
Okay.
a picture of it.
Jesse better show this fucking picture. Where
Found it first try.
Good. Yes.
Then that shit my way, my dude. I want to see.
It is the worst style.
Fucking.
It's awful. It's like
There's also like multiple versions of this,
it's just so
but
bad.
where did I put the picture?
All right, I gotta put in all my human stats.
There you go.
Oh! Looks like a visor that she has to pull down over her eyes. I don't want to say anything bad about the person, but that hair is fucked. I don't like it.
Awful. It's why wouldn't you just shave your head or like keep
Yeah.
more hair? Like what is that?
Yeah, it's just like right here, you're kind of making fun of leukemia patients where you're just like, hey, look at how bad your fucking head looks, but look what I can do with it.
I am picking up this dog, and I'm gonna have him lay with me because he's a stupid little bitch. Hey, aren't you?
All right. So my ability scores all increase by 1 because I'm a human. Should I just do that to like my base stat then on my sheet?
Yeah,
All right, just making sure.
no worries.
Alternatively, do you call beard styles haircuts?
Sometimes.
Well,
It's hair that you cut.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
Do you have something for us? Do you have something to share with the rest of the class, Mark?
Yes, is in the same group of photos as this.
God. Oh, now I have to look at it. Where is it? Where the fuck is it?
We're in the podcast chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Look at him!
Oh,
Why can you see his lips so well?
I don't like that at all. That
These
makes
aren't
me
his
so
friends, guys.
sad.
Oh my god.
Jesse, can you just like around this part just flash an image of it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll zoom in real slow, like, just to absorb the full majesty of that tragedy.
He doesn't even look proud of what he did. Like,
That is awful.
If you look like that, Riley, you wouldn't look proud ever. That's
give us 20,000 subs and Mark will do that.
Face reveal.
Yeah,
there you
face
go.
reveal.
Let's see.
It actually is a face reveal of me when I was in middle school.
That's what you looked like, huh?
In middle school. That's a 12-year-old Riley right there. Gross. Anyways, we gotta go back to the questions. How's everybody doing on their characters?
I'm gonna
good.
choose my skills here pretty quick.
It took me a second to realize how to like.
Choosing my
move around
personality
this character
traits.
sheet.
So,
What
like,
are my languages?
the second part of that question was and why, and I don't think we were just say why.
Right, it's pretty self-explanatory. What were you asking, Malea?
Let's see. I think I answered my own question here. I'm just trying to figure out where to put like languages and all that.
So, are we ready for the next question then?
I think so.
This one comes from Devin James. And the reason I said it like that is because the name is in cursive and it has a strawberry and a bow emote before and after it. And it says, would you eat a ketchup sandwich for $20 and a can of toothpaste? No. Because I
No.
fucking hate ketchup.
Yeah,
And 20 bucks
ketchup
isn't
sucks,
like that.
That's not enough money.
Actually, yeah, I hate ketchup. I'd eat the toothpaste.
Toothpicks.
No, and a can of toothpicks. That was part of the reward as well as the 20 bucks.
Oh, I'd eat the can of toothpicks.
Over the ketchup sandwich?
It might be easier, honestly, for
Yeah.
me because I probably wouldn't throw up. I'd probably die, but I mean that might be better than eating a ketchup sandwich.
It didn't say that you can prepare those toothpicks. You just like grind them up.
That's true.
Snort them.
Yeah,
Fucking
well, it's eat.
Honest.
We're talking about eating, Jesse. Like,
You
yes,
get, at least,
they might get in our throat, but
you get at least like $10 if you do one or the other.
Malea, it's just the ketchup sandwich. We're editing this question so hard that we're getting.
God.
Yeah.
No one wants
So-
that sandwich.
So here's the thing. I don't like ketchup. I will dunk fries in ketchup. I'd rather do it with barbecue sauce, if I'm going to be honest with you. The only time I like ketchup is if it's baked onto a meat.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. What class and races are you guys again? Marky said that you're an orc druid.
Half orc druid.
Yeah, Jesse, you're a dwarf
Monk.
monk. You're doing that like ethereal plane thing or astral plane, whatever
Astral
the fuck
self, yeah.
it is. And then Malea, what are you?
I am a human paladin.
Okay. Boring human. Malea's playing the boring ass human.
Listen, he's gonna be gay and gigantic. It's fine.
Malea the Gaiman.
Large gaming.
A large gaiman,
Huge
Gaiman.
beef slab.
a huge caiman, an alligator.
Alligator.
I
boy.
came in a huge alley.
No.
The next question comes from DJ Snowy Boy. What YouTube competition / series involving creators would you most like to be invited to?
I don't know what any of them are.
Most like
Would you most like to be invited to? Like, if there was a competition series involving creators on YouTube, which one would we want to be a part of, essentially? So if anybody is,
Oh,
if anybody, yeah, fucking purge. But no, there's if anybody is subscribed to this to Silva Gunner, they're in the middle of their King for Another Day tournament for this year, and it's freaking awesome right now. It's good. It's so good. And I would like to do that because I have a bunch of people making the rips for it. What it is, it's he has a bunch of like characters, and then there's a bunch of music like artists over each. I don't want to say artists, but they are kind of artists. They like compose pieces for like themes for them in this competition, and then people vote which one they want, like which one they liked more, and then they pit the characters against each other. Like it's set up like a Smash Bros tournament, and based on how many likes all the rips get, they win that fight,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
and they beat up the other guy. Yeah, and these fucking rips that they're making are awesome. They are so good, and I love them. And I'm really upset because Mr. Krabs is already beaten out, and he had the best rips so far. They just did, because Wario and Waluigi are one of the fighters. They have a team, two-man team, and they just did a Wario Land 3 medley that was fucking awesome.
Right on.
I love Wario Land 3.
Hey,
But I mean, if I could create music, I'd love to do.
so real quick, are you going to be keeping track of things like weight and stuff, or are we not going that deep into it?
We'll see what happens.
I mean,
because,
obviously,
like,
I
what are you
can't
talking
just
about?
lug a statue home with me, but like,
Right. Well, you can if you have a system that I'm okay with.
right, like putting it on a horse and buggy or something.
Right.
But
We're gonna use common sense essentially.
okay, all right, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. If people are upset about us about doing that, then go fuck yourself. Because
We play the way we
You can-
want to
yeah.
play.
you can use common sense. The best part about these tabletop role-playing games is because you can kind of bend the rules to it however you see fit. So stop fucking telling me that I explained that one spell wrong. I don't even remember what it was. Thunderwave. Stop fucking saying that we did it wrong. That's how we played it in that campaign. I hate everybody that watches our videos. Go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna
Anyways.
roll for my height real quick.
Okay, roll for height. The suspense. 7.
So I add that on top of the base height for dwarf or hill
You
dwarves, which is
are,
3'8".
you are 7 inches tall.
I'm a real dwarf. All Alright, so let's see. Where's my height and weight and all that shit? Is
Oh,
that
you
not
look
on
like you're
this?
gonna fall, puppy. Oh no. He's like looking at me. He's like, help. Come here.
Let's see.
Oh. I don't know if you guys heard that. That
No.
was, oh, it's like the saddest noise. Hey, buddy.
So that means I'm like 4'3", right? Yeah.
So, are there any YouTube competitions you guys want to be a part of? There's
Yeah.
also like series and stuff.
I don't know. I think it'd be cool to like play D&D with some of the bigger name channels. That'd be pretty neat.
That
Yeah,
would
that'd be kind of
I'm
stuff.
nowhere near talented or interesting enough to ever get on Critical Role, but that would be super cool.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that.
We'd probably be kicked off before an episode aired.
Just put your foot on the set and then
We
immediately.
did. One of us would say something so fucking stupid.
For sure. Alright, so 6.
Yeah, like well, the first, like as soon as we walk on, we just be like hippity hoppity. I hate minorities. And they just point us to the door. They're just like, "Wow,
Get out!
get out!"
It was a joke.
So Egg asks us, "Who is your favorite Angry Bird?"
Yeah, I've thought about this long and hard. It's the black one. I don't know what it's called.
Mark, that's controversial because of how we got kicked out of Critical.
You know, after the movie
Oh,
came
yeah.
out and I saw like a review of it, I don't like any of the birds.
I
I
don't
only
either.
like the pigs. They want to fuck eggs.
The pigs want
What?
to
Yeah, they want to fuck eggs.
You have to go to Japan to get some of those fuckable eggs.
I won't go into detail, but there's a certain scene where like, oh my god, yeah, there's a scene where the pig is like, one of the birds is like, you know, we lay eggs, and the pig's like, God, we wish we could, or something like that, and it goes into like this fucking dream sequence where he's dating this egg, and it gets kind of risque.
Is the pig voiced by Kevin James? Because that'd be awesome.
I'm not sure, but it's ridiculous. Like they actually just want to eat the eggs, but that whole sequence was a little too much.
Can you imagine if Kevin James,
Kevin James.
no, it's Kevin James, the Crystal Gem, took an egg to bed, and then before he started having intercourse without consent, he just whispers in its egg ear, just like scuba dooby doo.
No, he would take it to bed, roll over
Damn.
on it, fall asleep, and it would hatch into a small Paul Blart.
It'd be his daughter from Paul Blart, but like the actual age, she was like 13 years old in that. Or it would be the what is it, Deadpool's sidekick that was also in that movie, who was this guy in the chair.
Oh fuck!
He kept calling him on that little bubblegum phone. He just hatches and he just hatches out of the egg. He's like, Paul Blart! And
Oh, I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like that so much, but I really hate it.
so the answer to this question is Paul Blart is the best Angry Bird.
What about Samuel L. Jackson?
What about Samuel Jackson, Jesse?
He's an Angry Bird. He plays the
Okay.
Mace Windu Angry Bird.
Okay, well, not him. And Mark already said the black one, so.
He's the biggest.
He is the biggest.
Oh,
Oh.
let's see.
I almost said it. Anyway.
Stop. Just stop. Malea, didn't you have a question about like what languages you could take earlier?
Oh yeah. I'm not sure where to put it on my sheet. Is the thing.
So I think that would be under bio.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or spells
Yeah,
maybe?
I'll just
Bio.
put it somewhere in there.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's a page on the player's handbook, page 116, that has all the different languages and stuff. And generally,
thank you.
how it goes for every like additional bonus point you have in intelligence, you get an additional language based off of your racials as well. So like, I start off with Dwarvish and Common because I'm a dwarf, but like I have an additional +1 modifier for intelligence, so I could pick another one.
Oh well, heck, nice.
That's how that works.
I always choose Goblin.
It's just good. It's just a good idea.
It's because I like to try to talk my way around goblins. I never can. Because the DM always just wants you to fight them, and I'm just like, no, I want to try something different. But anyways, so the next question is also from Egg. What would you do if you got dipped in nitric acid?
I would die.
Yeah, I mean, die probably.
If I didn't die, I'd become the Joker. I'd follow his whole path.
It's true.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably try to get it off of my skin, but yeah, I might die.
Okay, next question.
Yep. Next one comes from DJ Snowy Boy. What's your favorite retro gaming console? That's a good question.
That's a hard one.
Aesthetically, the Sega Saturn.
The Saturn?
Oh yeah, I love the Saturn.
What about the Virtual Boy, bitch?
I mean,
No,
you got me.
Did anybody have a Virtual Boy growing up?
no.
No.
They say it's like they sold poorly, and I was just like, I just don't think that they ever hit the shelves, and you just find, like, Nintendo just said that they sold them somewhere, and that some people bought them, and then they just released them later, like, scattered around everywhere to make them rare. Like, I don't believe that. I don't believe someone actually got that new.
It was an absolute fucking myth that they were passed out.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be so funny. God.
If I had to choose...
Oh, the Super Nintendo's like library is amazing.
Oh yeah,
I think,
for
like,
So's the N64, though. And GameCube's considered retro now, I'm pretty sure.
sure. Mm-hmm.
I think aesthetically, the Game Boy Color is my
I was
favorite.
gonna say Game Boy Color. I think Game Boy Color is my favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite, like, looking system. And I've seen, like, a lot of people do, like, a lot of cool modifications to it, which are always fun to see. My absolute favorite to play is the Game Boy Advance, though. Like, it used to be the PS1, but I don't know. Game Boy Advance just holds more memories.
Well, I like the PS1, but I didn't really have a good library
Yeah,
when I had it. Like,
that's
my
fine.
most well-known games were probably Ape Escape and Twisted Metal.
mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, I didn't have, like, Final Fantasy or Crash. I rented Spyro. Like, fucking...
I ended up playing a lot of those on the PS2, since the PS2 was, like, backwards compatible with games. So, like, the PS2 was the older system that I had, like, so many games on.
Yeah. PS2 would be considered retro now, too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
PS2 had a good-ass library.
it did.
Where the fuck do I put my my background? I see
What?
a place for my ideals and my bonds and like my personality traits, but I don't see a place for my background.
That would be on... That's normally on the second page.
Allies, organizations, character backstory.
Yeah.
I'll just put in additional features and traits what my background is, in case you're curious.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with
Oh, shit,
Sage.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm
I
watching...
can play
I can watch Jesse just, like, live do.
You could.
He has mending. I could take mending and fix things.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I
apply to
can speak
people,
with
by the way.
animals?
I tried to spin that on one of my old DMs, and he was like, no.
It doesn't apply to what, did you say?
Doesn't apply to people.
Oh.
Uh,
So it's like he's still dead, but I gave him the sweet robot.
well, okay, so in my defense, it was a Warforged character, but, like, apparently mending doesn't work on them, so...
I feel like the DM could have just, like, you put some stuff. Like, I feel like the DM could just be like, what are you trying to do from your mending ability? Like, you know? Like, have you kind of explain it more instead of just flat out saying no.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it is what it is.
Right. But, okay, are we on to the next question? Are you guys still doing good with your character?
So I'm just filling in my, like, personality traits and ideals and stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to look at, I guess after 3rd level, paladins can choose, like, an oath to follow, so now I'm looking into those and seeing how my character is going to go based on that.
Yeah, it's a good call. Plan out ahead of time. That way
Right.
you can build into something actually useful.
Yeah.
So, real quick, are any of you guys planning on making your character from this land that the game is taking place in?
I have no idea what this place is or any information on it whatsoever.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay. Because like I don't want to reveal a bunch to you guys, and then you just say no, and then now you know shit.
Yeah.
You know.
If you
It's up to you guys. Like if you want, you can make up a town, and I can put it in this land. It's not a big deal.
What, buddy?
I guess it depends on you. If you want to give us like a short bit of info on it, I don't know how much in depth you want to go into it though.
So I'm gonna probably give each of you guys a brief description of what you know,
yeah.
and then you guys can kind of like compare notes when you meet each other.
Okay.
You know.
Hmm.
And you guys don't even have to compare notes. You can just be like, you can just like go in, and like some people might know something like based on what they see. Some people might not, and you can just be like, oh, I know something about that. This, and this, and this. You know, don't be one of those assholes. That's just to be like, hello, my name is Gatharis, and I know that this girl will do this because she works like this when she's in this town.
There you
Like,
go.
don't say that like when you're walking in. You know.
Hi, everybody. Exposition.
Yeah, it's just like fucking no. That's not how people talk. You know.
Oh, let's see here.
I have been farting and it has been rancid.
Man, that is disgusting.
I think that is why I keep attracting this dog to me.
It's like,
I don't even know what this
butthole
dog
air
is. This
smells
dog
delicious.
doesn't live with me. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just kind of walked in through the window. I don't know. Let's see.
But next question. Oh, did we answer? What's your favorite retro gaming console? I'm going with Game Boy Color.
Ooh, Game Boy Color is a good one. I'd have to. It's a
Ooh, or
toss-up.
Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance is good too.
Yeah, it's a toss-up for me between N64 and GameCube. Honestly,
Actually, you know, I'm gonna go with Game Boy Advance because
Superstar Saga.
Yep, Superstar Saga. That's where I played. That's where I first played through Super Mario World and A Link to the Past, Minish Cap, and yeah, Pokemon
There were
Sapphire
a
and
lot of
Emerald.
good fucking ports on the Game Boy Advance. for Super
Oh
Nintendo.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It was really good.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Game Boy Advance.
I mean, to
Plus,
that,
the SP was sick.
oh yeah, the SP was good. They actually added a fucking backlight to handhelds.
Yeah.
Like, come on, why wasn't that a thing before?
I mean,
I
not
loved-
immediately though.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I
immediate.
loved my SP for the month that I had it until I went to the wash.
Oh man, that sucks.
It still kind of worked for like a week, but it's like the screen in the back, something was wrinkled in the back, and it looked like there was a mountain range texture whenever I played a game,
Man,
and
really
and then it
sucks.
just eventually stopped charging,
Let's see.
and I loved that thing. Also, didn't the SP have the same charger port as the DS?
Maybe in the initial run. I'm not sure about later, but
Like the original model of the DS, obviously. Yeah, it did.
cool.
Also, remember when fucking Fire Red and Leaf Green came out and they had the wireless link cables? That was a game changer, my dudes.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Anyways,
Sorry, I'm trying to like type and read and listen all at the same time.
you're fine, man. So, next question, also from DJ Snowy Boy. What do you think of the concept of a CPAS SMP?
What?
Survival multiplayer for Minecraft, SMP. Yeah. That would be cool. We were actually just talking about playing Minecraft literally last night, so it could be a thing. Sure, why not?
I'm not a big fan of like public multiplayer maps for Minecraft because it gets to a point where it's just like somebody has everything and then fucking people are just be like, well, I guess I'll just go do my other thing and not. At least that's my general experience with Minecraft servers, you know.
Sure. I wouldn't be against it. I'd be fine doing that. Sounds like fun. Let's see. For anyone watching my extremely slow progress on my character sheet, I am filling in my bonds, flaws, and whatnot, so
That's actually something I like from 5e. I like having that.
yeah, it's cool stuff.
Have you guys ever used what the fuck is my D&D character and what the fuck is my quest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it on the podcast before, actually.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna pull up a couple because they're fun.
Alright.
So who the fuck is my D&D character? You just Google who the fuck is my D&D character. It's the first thing that comes up. The URL is wtfdnd.march1studios.com. And then it just does a random one, and you can just keep refreshing it. So this one is, I'm going to roll the stats for a fucking intolerant tiefling rogue from a rundown tavern who likes to speak in rhyme. See, that could be fun. That actually sounds like something that would be in that has-been hotel animation. But
Let's see.
let's do another one. You think your character is cool? My character is a fucking attentive half-elf warlock from a small town where nothing ever happened, who fights for undead rights.
Who fights for undead rights?
Yeah.
What a scumbag.
The next one. You think your character is cool? My character is a fucking sassy dragonborn rogue from an engineers guild who distrusts all
Who distrusts all what?
authority.
Authority. Okay.
I'm gonna do one more. Check this shit out. I'm going to be a fucking respectful human fighter from a recently erupted volcano village who never takes their armor off just in case.
Holy shit.
I like how that started off with check this shit out. I'm going to be a fucking respectful human fighter.
Oh
And
my
D&D, that could be a pretty rare thing sometimes.
Yeah, I know. So next is what the fuck is my quest, and this is just wtfismyquest.com. You Google it. So this is the first one I did. A fucking letter was pushed under the door while you slept. It says, ride a giant bird to the sea of treachery, fall in love with the strong mage, then learn to use the gargantuan bow that is currently in the possession of the king. Only then can you slay the hermit.
Okay.
I love these. These are awesome.
Uh,
Next time I play a character, I'm probably going to do this.
Let's see. What should I choose as my two outlandish languages that I get for being a sage? What do you guys think would help out the most?
Ooh.
To your
DM, throw
compadres.
me a bone. What's gonna
Yeah.
help me out?
Well, I know Gnomish because I'm really attracted to gnomes.
Like,
I'm an orc! Oh
wait, so
no! Oh no!
How are you? Oh no!
Oh no!
are you attracted to them sexually, or is it more of like a fascination kind of thing?
Is it like a respect kind of thing?
No. Mark's character
Oh,
wants to transition into being a gnome.
Oh, he's trans-gnomish. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you imagine an orc that wants to be a gnome?
Man, it's not even a high-level spell to get a polymorph that can do that for you either, so it's...
His character doesn't know that. He's an orc. He's stupid.
Now you know Mark's personal quest.
There you go. What is your quest? I want to be a gnome.
I want to be a
Now
gnome.
again,
I
He
want
looks
to be a gnome.
he looks himself in the mirror. He's standing tall, and he doesn't feel right. So he scrunches down onto his knees and just puts his shoes under the knees.
No, see,
This is me.
see. I'm a half-orc who's attracted sexually
Okay.
to gnomes.
Actually,
Sexually
Uh,
attracted to gnomes. But I want them to dominate me.
oh my
Oh,
god!
God.
Yes!
He's a
Yes!
half-orc sub with a gnome fetish.
Oh my god, this is the best fucking character.
there you go. That's the best kink.
That's amazing.
So next question. So DJ Snowy Boy again. What's your opinion on them taking flavored e-cigarette juice off the shelves because it appeals to kids? I don't really vape myself, but I'm on the fence on this.
I mean, I never thought it was right, but you look back to, like, cigarettes and Camel Joe, like, they've always been advertising to kids. It's
I
never
honestly
not
don't
been
give.
a thing.
I honestly don't give a fuck. If you want to smoke, go and smoke. Just don't make it my problem.
Do I think it's, like, artificially being, like, targeted by big tobacco so they don't, like, you know, have business taken away from them? Absolutely, but I don't care. It doesn't affect me.
You know how they're making weed legal back in Michigan?
Yeah, well, they already have. It's officially
Right.
legal now.
Right. And my brother Jake works at the he's a teacher at the high school
Mhm.
where we're from, and there's actually kids that were excited about that, and he was just like, "Why are you guys excited? You need to be 21 to use it."
You still can't do it. Like,
Yeah. All these kids were excited.
It's literally just as illegal.
Yeah, for them.
Alcohol.
Well, I guess
them.
it's not well, it would be a felony for them, wouldn't it? I don't know if they'd be tried like that, but
I want to say
Depends
it
on their
dropped
age, right?
down, like a little bit.
Oh yeah, they need the Michigan needs the money.
Yeah.
And also, you can't use it when you're driving.
yeah.
That's one thing. People think that they can use it when they're driving because it's legal. It's just like, no, it's like alcohol. Don't fucking do it when you're driving.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I mean, it's just like everything else. You need to be aware and respectful of the substance that you're about to take. Like, it's not something that you just do. Well, I guess it kind of is, but
My dumb cat just climbed up the handles for this elliptical. It's in for a rude awakening when he puts his weight on one of these handles and it says,
So you said we don't start with any gold? Or we do?
You do. It's whatever your, I guess, race allows you, or class. I think it's
Gotcha.
class. Yeah, it's class because monks normally start off with less.
Yeah.
But
oh my god, you fucking cat.
yep, there he goes. He's just like, oh fuck. He's like stuck. He doesn't know what to do. You dumb
no.
cat, get off.
No.
Let's see.
He's trying so hard.
Mark, do you have an opinion on the e-cigarette thing?
I don't think there should be a ban. I think that parents need to stop their fucking kids from.
Yeah, they just need to watch their kids.
Well, I
You
mean,
know,
even in lieu of that, oh, by the way, Riley, I have an additional 10 from my Sage background. That's why I have 20 as opposed to just 10. So,
Okay, that's
There you
fine. I believe you.
I mean, even because kids are gonna fucking find a way regardless. Like, they're gonna do it behind your back if they're gonna do it. So I would just, sit down with them and talk with them about it.
Well, like my brother who works at the high school, he also says like how vaping and e-cigs are like they run amok in the school.
Oh, sure.
And I'm sitting here, I was just like, well, yeah, I mean, regular, especially smokeless tobacco was big when we were in high school. It's just,
Mhm.
it's the same beast, just takes on different,
Exactly. Addiction's a serious problem.
Yep.
Alright.
And high school kids are young, stupid. They're
Bro,
definitely more prone to do that.
tell me about it. Fucking
So,
dumb shit.
next question comes from Egg. You're in Burger King and you order a burger. When you open the burger, it looks completely normal. When you bite the burger, it's full of gorilla shit. What do you do?
Pretty sure
I wouldn't swallow. And I'd wonder why I know what gorilla shit tastes like.
Where
and
did he
I'd
say it
kinda-
was from?
Burger King.
So it's like indistinguishable from regular Burger King then?
Yeah, right. It's like, why are you in Burger King to begin with?
Alright,
Yeah.
got it. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure
I will say this: doesn't Burger King, don't they do the spicy chicken fingers, like the chicken fries?
Yeah,
I mean?
chicken fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Those are fun. I like those. Those are good. Those are good because they're dunkable. You don't get a lot when you buy them though.
No, it's
unfortunately.
like 4.
I mean, they don't cost a lot though. I don't think though.
I like a lot of things on their menu that just aren't the sandwiches. Like,
Well, nobody likes Whoppers. Let's be real.
no,
Now they got those Impossible Burgers.
they're not that great. They're not
Yeah.
great at all.
The Impossible Burgers is the sole reason why I wish King of the Hill wanted to get Hank's opinion of those. I think that would be a great episode if he goes in and orders an Impossible Burger because it sounds good, and then he eats it and likes it, and then people tell him what it is, and he has to go through that.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Alright, I'm rolling for my trinket, boys.
You like the veggie burger? Oh!
Oh god, yeah, bring back Appleseed for that.
And
Hey,
then, Bobby, my dad's a vegetarian.
Bobby.
Bobby, don't speak nonsense. The neighbors, Lady Bird will hear you.
Oh, God.
That'd be such a good episode.
It would. It would.
But I guess, I mean, we're telling jokes that might actually be in there. Maybe the show got too predictable. The show's still good.
Yeah. So I
But,
got me a
I-
dragon's bony talon hanging from a plain leather necklace.
Oh, nice. That's one of the ones that has an illustration in there.
Yeah.
Mark or Malea, are you on to roll trinkets? For anybody who was listening to Jesse's trinket, which in...
Oh, I am plugging away, but I'm excited to get there.
Yeah, so in
page is it? 164?
I'm on 150.
150. Yep, Trinket's 159. Barkley, man, you need to calm down, little boy.
He's like, but Dad.
But Dad!
Dad.
So yeah, 160. So in 5th edition, for people who aren't familiar, they have a little spot in the player's handbook for equipment. It's just trinkets. It's page 160 and 161, and the premise is you roll a d100, and based on and you see what number you roll, and then you see what trinket that is. And it's one of my favorite things about 5th edition, if I'm being honest. They're just little trinkets that are just, they don't do anything, but if you tell your DM can do something if they're actually like fun to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, am I right, fellas?
You are fun to play with, my dude.
Yeah.
What page is it on?
160.
Let's see. I need...
I'm gonna read another what the fuck is my quest, so I need you to go and fucking take an airship through the River of Truth, join forces with the smart leprechaun, then break the gooey bag that slips from your hands when you try to hold. Only then will the feather activate and allow you to save the mermaids.
Let's save the what?
Mermaids.
The mermaids. Fuck the mermaids. I don't want to touch any gooey bag.
Honestly, I love this. Like, this is fun for a DM. Like, honestly, if you're making a world from scratch,
Yeah, for sure.
this could be a lot of fun. Anyways, so next question. I mean, I don't know if we can go into much more detail about the gorilla shipburn.
Yeah, no.
So this one comes from Devin James. Would a man living in Los Angeles understand what a seagull is?
Are we talking about, like, the trash bird? Like, that's what we're
A
talking
seagull.
about, yeah?
A seagull, sure.
Okay, then I would assume it's a pretty basic concept. It's a white bird that screams a lot when you have a bag of chips in your hand. Like,
Have you guys seen The Lighthouse?
no.
That new black and white movie from A24?
I read the entire synopsis on Wikipedia, so I know what happens now.
It's it was a fun movie. If you like movies, here's the thing. You know YMS, Jesse, your movie.
Yeah.
So he gave that movie a 10 out of 10.
Really?
And yeah, which is rare for him. But like, here's the thing. So I like YMS. His reviews are fun. The thing is, I don't see eye to eye with him on movies, like, ever.
Yeah, I mean, as it should be. You're not
Yeah,
him.
right. And so like, I like a lot of movies that he doesn't, and so on and so forth. But then, so I went into this movie, I was just like, wow, this is a pretty fun and interesting movie. It kept me, like, it was entertaining. I really liked the conversations. It was just fun to watch. And then he's sitting here praising it, and I was like, oh, fuck. I don't like it when I see eye to eye with him on a movie. I still find his content enjoyable and stuff. YMS reviews are,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. I felt weird when I actually agreed with him on something. I did agree with him on his Detective Pikachu review as well.
Like it was a fun movie.
I wanted to like Detective Pikachu so much, but I couldn't.
It was okay. It wasn't
I liked it.
I had high expectations for it. That's right. I kind of fell. But anyways, I brought up The Lighthouse because there's a scene. So at the beginning of the movie, he gets tormented by the seagull. Like every time he's trying to do something, the seagull just comes in at him. And then at one point, this seagull, he comes in and like shocks him by flying into him. And he straight up grabs the seagull by the neck and starts beating him repeatedly against this like stone slab to the point where it's just like this like fucking mangled corpse, like blood everywhere. And I'm watching this and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I was wondering.
It was the nastiest thing I've ever seen in a movie. I was just, what the fuck? I just watched this guy destroy this bird. But it's like, I don't think anybody likes seagull.
No, not
But
really.
I mean, still, I felt kind of bad because it was just like somebody destroying this fucking animal.
I actually, speaking of seagulls, I just watched fucking Home Alone 2 the other day, and there's a scene where, like, Joe Pesci is standing aside somewhere, and he has a newspaper, and he tries to beat away this seagull, and it's like a live seagull, and he tries to hit it, like, 5 times, and on the 5th time, it finally fucking moves and flies off. I was like, Jesus Christ! Get out of of there.
I saw a video on Reddit today of some fucking bastard fighting a goose, and like, no matter how many times he like whipped it away by the neck, it just came back at him even angrier. And that's when I realized that geese are like the Hulks of the bird world. Like,
Geese are terrifying.
dude, they're
Oh, yeah.
scary.
Any of the bigger like waterfowl have not forgotten that they were once like dinosaurs.
I forgot to mention when Robert Pattinson was destroying the seagull. It was a continuous shot. There was no cuts.
Oh
Wow.
god.
So it's just like you saw him and it was like beating the bird against the stone when it was like a full bird. But like after a while, it's just like it didn't look like a bird anymore. It
Oh,
looked like he was just like throwing a towel against a rock. Like
that
and I'm just
sounds
like,
right.
yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? Like,
Sounds right for that studio.
yeah, A24.
Yeah.
A24 makes some good movies. They're the ones that made the Disaster Artist movie.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But let's see. The next question comes from DJ Snowy Boy. What is your favorite ability from any piece of pop culture?
Wait, what?
Favorite ability from any piece of pop culture of all time?
That's a good question. Let's see.
That's one thing I have to think about. John Travolta's dance in Saturday Night Fever was pretty good.
Any ability, huh?
Billy from Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy when he was turned into the yogurt spraying superhero.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
What was Powder Toast Man's superpower?
He'd scrape his face and make powder toast.
Okay. Remember that baseball game where you could be Powder Toast Man?
Yeah,
What the fuck was that about?
I don't know.
I don't really know. This is hard. Like, I need to think about it.
Cartman's ability to shit from his mouth.
Well, everybody could do that, not just Cartman. I could do that, Mark. Come on.
Well, I mean, he
All I have to do is go to Burger King.
Eat a gorilla shit burger.
In Heroes, there's I think he's Japanese superhero that can teleport anywhere that he wants to by just like thinking about where it is. I always thought that was good. I guess it kind of falls into like the things that I would do with it are the same things that happened in the movie Jumper, where
Yeah,
they had
I
the
was
same
thinking
kind of
about Jumper.
abilities. Was that?
I was just thinking about Jumper when you were saying that.
Yeah, they have the same kind of ability to just teleport wherever. So I would definitely like steal money from somewhere and just use it to fund my life. I mean, who's gonna realize that it's me if I'm like covered up enough on camera? Like, there's so many ways to
blipping in
decide.
and out.
Yeah. I mean,
But like, Malea, I think that you're the first person I've ever met that has watched Hero.
yeah. It took a long time to watch it. It was canceled way after I started watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fuck. Yeah. Funny thing about what is it, Jumper? That movie. So that movie was filmed at the U of M, University of Michigan. While my brother was there in school.
Huh.
He actually saw the set when they were filming it. It was pretty neat.
I think the funniest part of that movie came from there's a scene where the two jumpers in the movie are in Japan and they're like 5 feet tall, let's say, and everybody else
No,
is like,
they're not
or
5 feet tall.
They're not. Listen,
The fucking people are
yeah,
5 feet
the
tall.
people are 5
Yeah.
feet tall. They're like 6 foot, so there's like a foot of distance between them and like anybody else. But they're like at least 20 people away from each other, shouting over the crowd.
They almost just made everybody in that movie a midget.
Mark, shut up.
Mark,
At
you
one
can't
second.
say that, Mark. Jesse's
Will you,
here.
Mark?
What? I'm the tallest out of all of you. What are you
No,
talking
I'm saying that you normally hate it when we say offensive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, fuck short people.
Oh my god!
Just kidding. I love
Um,
every one of you.
I was actually watching Recess the other day, and they said the word midget, and I like I wasn't ready for it. I forgot
Remember
what.
that episode of Recess where Spinelli just straight up makes a religious cult about Swing Girl?
Yes, I just watched that the other day.
What the fuck was happening in that episode?
A lot. She thought that she saw a swinger girl like go over the swing set because like
And go over to the other side.
yeah, because a flare of light hit her as she was going up, but she like
Yeah.
jumped off the swing set at that height.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro, swing sets were dangerous, man. I remember like walking by the swing set when I was a young dumb kid. I got kicked right in the fucking face.
It was probably
Okay.
by me.
No.
I tried to go like as high as I could, but at some point, like gravity gets you and just sends you plummeting down. Like there's no more tension in that chain. It just fails you.
Oh, that's the answer to my question now. For this question, I want to be able to sing in Mikey's singing voice and just turn it off and on like he can.
That's good. Whoa.
That is a really good one.
Cause nobody knows.
You
I
guys,
don't know. You're pretty close.
you guys are not even close to my level. All right. What about God? All right. I just want I just want complete omnipotence.
From the Simpsons game, or what?
Which
Now,
one?
see, the only ability God has in the Simpsons game is like mad DDR skills. Okay.
So here's something that's okay. It's kind of touchy, but is God considered pop culture?
I feel like he is. He's
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Christianity is a
Okay.
pretty popular culture.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good
so many,
point.
like, there's so many biblical like references and so much that you can't knock them off as not a pop culture
Well,
thing.
well, here's the thing. The thing about God's power, that's a lot of responsibility.
No, it's not.
But I guess you could just kill everybody.
You
So
don't
you
have
want-
to.
Did you even watch Bruce Almighty?
Yeah, come on.
I'm sorry, Mark. Like, I watched it a long
No, I
time
was
ago.
saying that to fucking.
Oh yeah, man. That's one of my more favorite Jim Carrey movies.
You know what bothers me about that movie? There's a point where like he gets all these emails, and a lot of them are just like asking for small miracles and stuff, and then he's like, "Yes, let's just say yes to all of them and grant all these wishes."
Yep.
So he grants them, and the thing that it focuses on is the fact that like everybody wins the lottery, and they all get like $2 because all of them like won it at the same time.
But what
But it
about
doesn't focus on all the good shit it probably did in the background.
well, what about all the even worse shit? Like fucking like what about all the incels who suddenly turned religious or are just like, I just want a basement full of sex slaves.
God, that probably happened too.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I would just ignore every prayer. Like God does right now.
It's so good. Thanks.
But yeah, so that's I feel like that's that question unless anyone else had anything
All
to
right. I'm still sticking with my Mikey singing voice.
add.
So this one comes from Groody Booty. What is all your opinions on the editions of D&D, and which is your favorite? Which is your worst favorite or least favorite? Well, with all the praise I've been giving 5th edition, it's pretty edition. I like 3.5, but I only played 3.5 when I didn't know a lot about D&D to be.
Yeah.
So like, and it was obviously less streamlined than 5th. So like, I never really learned much about 5. I guess you say. I played it, but I was never the DM, and I never really needed to know a lot.
Right.
You know.
Right. So the thing about 3.5 is it's excessively complicated in a lot of areas it doesn't need to be. And the thing that 5th edition has over it is that 5th edition kind of does away with all those extremely complicated like subsystems of the game.
Mhm.
I prefer 5th edition in terms of DMing and playing just because it's a lot faster. There's a lot less mechanics you have to keep in mind whenever you roll the fucking dice.
And like what we were saying earlier, it's D&D. You can bend the rules if you want to do
Sure.
some different shit, you know? But 5th edition, I like it more as a backbone. For one, I like the backstory and ideals in the system because it encourages you to role play and play as that character.
Speaking of which, where's the alignment slot?
That should be like up by your name and shit, right?
Yeah, but you're in your fly.
On the second page.
No.
Is there a second page? I can't like.
It's, yeah, under bio, and then it's like core.
Oh yeah, it's not. Interesting. That's right, buddy. It's weird.
I'll just write it in on my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to come up here, you little penis.
You can also like do a
He's just
whole like
writing.
quick bio thing
Sure.
within the bio and info.
Yeah.
I might end up doing that.
What?
That's such a sad little.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Just keep chewing on my hand. So, I don't really know much about 4th edition. We played it once, and I didn't DM. So I don't know what was different and what was what was different in
The
4th,
4th
edition.
edition game was a lot more video gamey.
Yeah.
It had a lot of issues in the sense that it made healers super redundant because every single class had like healing surges, so you could just heal
Gotcha.
yourself basically.
Gotcha. That doesn't sound fun. Like,
Well, I mean,
more fun. It's more fun to have a party that like
so a few things from 4th edition actually carried over to 5th edition in the sense that there are like subclasses for every class.
right.
That I appreciated. They were a little bit
Subclasses
more
is fun.
unbalanced, but one thing I wish they would bring back from 3.5 were prestige classes, because those were dope. Like you could
I
build
like
your
the way that
character.
feats worked in 3.5 as well.
Yeah, feats felt a lot more weighty. In this one, you can in 5th edition you can choose to either get a base stat upgrade or a feat, and most of
Yeah.
the feats are kind of meh, unless
Yeah.
you're like really building to something super specific.
Well, I remember I always opted the escape artist feat.
Mhm.
I
That's a
just
good one.
it was fun to have, you know,
Mhm.
because if you're trapped, I was just like, can I use escape artist? So you can try. And I was like, sweet.
Dope.
I mean, I guess there's no rule saying you can't put that in this, you know,
Mhm.
but still.
For sure.
What do you think, Mark and Malea?
So 3.5 was fun if you wanted to make something broken.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jesse, you know, Dwarven Fighters.
Dwarven fighters are fucking dope. Let me go into this a little bit because I fucking love Dwarven fighters.
Did you choose chaotic good for your character?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, so did I.
Nice. Malea, I am assuming you are lawful good as you are a paladin.
Actually,
Malea is gay, so she doesn't follow the law.
That's not.
They're all criminals. No, I'm just kidding.
deviants. I'm chaotic good for reasons of my backstory.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think there's a wait. Actually, I might be shoehorned into lawful good. I just remembered I'm a monk.
I'm trying to figure out whether the paladins.
No, so as a paladin now, you can be literally any alignment. There's no alignment restriction. There might be for monks.
Oh, yeah, that was
I'm not
another
sure.
thing that was in previous.
Yeah, see,
editions.
that's another thing. Is like there were a lot
Yeah.
more restrictions. Like back in 2nd edition, a dwarf couldn't even be a caster outside of a cleric. So,
That's no fun.
yeah,
you know?
I mean,
It's like, I get it. They get a lot of like disadvantages to a bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
But that's another thing I like about 5th edition: advantage versus.
oh yeah, that was always kind of a thing in different
But
ways.
this one, it's more prominent in this, though.
yeah, for sure.
And I like that system. It's easy and it's kind of fun.
It's an additional dice roll as opposed to just a flat like +2 bonus. Because like
Right.
normally when you were flanking somebody in say 3.5, it would just be a +2 to your attack.
Right.
And if you're a rogue, it was
But now
like an
you-
additional d6 of damage or something. But
Right. But now it's just like another dice roll, and it's kind of cool. It keeps it like more mysterious and stuff.
Sure.
I like it more random. I like the chance stuff. It makes people not. It makes it just like, oh, like you just can't be just fucking, like Mary Sue, going and fucking kill everything. You might need other people to help you.
exactly. Well, everything's easier with a friend. Like
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
there's an entire system in 5th edition that's based around like helping somebody for your turn. It gives them advantage on whatever they're trying to do,
Yep.
which is really nice.
I like it.
Yeah, it's 5th edition is by far, in my opinion, the most casual friendly, which is a good thing, and the most refined, I feel. It's not perfect by any means, but I enjoy playing it the most. And
Yeah.
that is my say on it.
So what is it? Does fuck? What was I gonna say?
Jesse was
Oh, yeah.
going to say something about Dwarven Fighters.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's right. So Dwarven Fighters in 3.5, man, you can do some crazy fucked up shit with them. Like, you can
Dual
basically...
wielding.
Yeah, if you dual wield, you can also take up Dwarven Battle Axes, which are a 1d10 with a ×3 crit. So if at first level, if you take, it's like... There's a very specific thing you can do, but like you can essentially have like 3 attacks at level 1 and have the potential to do 30 damage per hit. Yeah, it's fucking
Wow.
dumb.
Yeah, and at higher levels you lose The disadvantage from dual wielding.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But-
actually pretty early on, too.
If your strength is high enough, like it's negligible to begin with. Like you still get like if you have an 18 in your strength, like you don't have a minus for your second hit. You just power through, man. Also, another thing I really liked about 3.5 that isn't in 5 is that if you wield a weapon with 2 hands, you get to attack with 1.5 times your strength bonus. So like if you
Yeah.
had a +5 in your strength, you were effectively attacking with an 8 strength, which was really nice. So
Fucking. What are we doing on time?
so we're about an hour and a half. But
Okay, so we're good still.
yeah, I was thinking this one was
So-
going to be a little longer anyway, since we're doing
Yeah.
something a little different. It's not a big deal.
Right. Well, we still have quite a bit more questions. So.
I actually finished writing up my character.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
In terms of stats, I think I'm pretty much all done.
Mark, is your character named Flower, like after the skunk from Bambi?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cute. You are 35. Next question, by the way. What is your favorite Pokemon?
Hmm.
Fortress.
Sylvany.
Venusaur.
Hey Riley, when you say no additional equipment,
So if your class when you're making them says that you start off with, like a disguise kit or something like that, you keep that. But
Okay.
when I say no additional starting equipment, I'm saying don't take your gold that you have and just start trading it in for the shit in the back of the handbook.
okay, perfect.
Yeah. So you do have starting equipment, like what you say, just no additional shit.
Okay. Perfect.
But you do get a trinket.
Yes.
That's part of the fucking mission. Jesse, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Marowak.
Egg.
Another question.
What?
What's your favorite Pokemon from this newest generation?
Scorch.
Let's see. I really like Orbeetle, but I think Hatenna is probably my favorite. Hatenia or whatever.
I like Orbeetle's design.
Orbeetle's really cool.
I've got to look up the Pokedex to get like the right pronunciation.
Yeah.
I really like Scorch and Appleton.
I like Flapple.
You like Flapple.
I like Flapple and Appleton. I like their design.
Toxtricity had a really.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just do this question like, "What's your favorite Pokemon from every generation?" That's a fun one. We can do that one.
Dude, first gen.
First gen is Venusaur. Let's be real.
First gen. Oh my god. Who would it be?
Malea, would you like me to tell you all the first gen Pokemon?
No.
Electro, Diglett, Nidoran,
Class.
Tata, Fearow, Pidgey.
No.
I think mine would be Snorlax. First gen.
Oh, this is good. You big dude.
I think, I guess I'll say Growlithe, because Growlithe was my favorite for like a long fucking time.
Yeah, I like Growlithe too. As far as fire types go, I really like Growlithe.
Right on.
Just neat.
Yeah. And all right, so second gen, because Jesse, yours is Marowak, obviously.
Yeah.
Second gen, for me, it's pretty close. Either Tyranitar or Mark, obviously Fortress.
I really like the Mischievous.
Ooh, I do too.
Mischievous is a really good one.
Yeah.
I like Mischievous a lot. Let's see. Where would I put this?
So third gen,
I think, oh God, third gen's a hard one. Third gen's such a hard one because that's the gen that I really, really started out with.
yeah, I really like Crawdaunt. I think he might be my favorite.
Oh, he's pretty cool.
Crawdaunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crawdaunt. Oh, I really have to think. Crawdaunt is up there because
Mark, I thought that you would like Skeptile.
You're right.
I know you, Mark. We're friends.
Slackoth was my favorite. I think it is my current favorite. I liked how it had like 3 different evolutions, and like the middle one was the most energetic, as if it went from like being a lazy kid into being like super hyperactive, like teen
And
and
then
then
they
being a
put 'em on
lazy
Adderall.
adult.
Malea, you would be the person that chooses Slack.
Yes, it's
Slack.
me.
I know Brady really likes Slack on as well.
Mine's probably a tie between Breloom and Bagon.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
that's right, I
Gardevoir.
remember.
Sorry.
Yep,
I
Gardevoir.
really-
There you go.
I really loved Breloom for like a long time.
He's cool, man. He's a cool
Yeah.
Jesse likes to get high on that bath salts.
Bath salts.
I can't take credit for my joke. Brady made that joke.
Okay.
It's such a good fucking joke.
So what about 4th gen?
4th gen.
4th gen.
I think for me it would be Shanks. For me, his whole
Shanks is
evolutionary line.
Yeah, I was gonna say looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine might be a tie. So I really like Porygon Z, and I like Marius.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Leafeon. Fuck.
Leafeon's cool.
I like Leafeon's design a lot. I like how his ears are leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah,
is his tail.
There were like a lot of cool like design choices in 4th gen.
I have to look up 4th gen because
You know, another one I really liked was Combi, and the fact that I don't know, the way that you got Vespa Queen was really neat.
You only females could evolve into it.
Yeah, and then females were like really rare.
Didn't Chatot the bird? Didn't it have a signature move called Chatter where you actually say something into the mic and he
Yeah.
says it as Chatter?
Yeah, it did.
oh yeah, you could have them say really fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Mamoswine is actually my favorite
There you go.
on 4th gen.
Yeah, Mamoswine's cool.
Maybe Honchkrow, I'd say.
So
Yeah.
Honchkrow was neat.
You like those fedoras?
Yeah, I mean, he just looks cool, man.
I really like Dusknoir.
Oh, Dusknoir's cool, too. My favorite... Oh, shit, I really like Duskull, too, actually.
I really liked Dusknoir because I did not like Dusclop's design.
Hmm.
I thought that it was kind of stupid looking, so I was happy that they evolved again.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
Dusclops always had that kind of fucking, like, middle evolution look to him.
Yeah, yeah.
4th gen also had Galade's evolution.
Oh, yeah.
Gal idea.
So, wait. Actually, Chimecho was 3rd gen as well. Dude, I really like
Yep.
a lot of the 3rd gen designs, actually.
3rd gen were good games.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Ooh, I also really liked Toxicroak.
Toxicroak's cool.
Oh yeah.
Lucario.
Mostly Croak.
Yeah,
Lucario
Lucario.
was pretty neat. He grew on me.
I didn't really like Lucario. I still don't.
Well, I will say this. I like Lucario's design, but I don't like how popular he is. I don't think
Yeah.
it's deserving of that. He's
You
basically
see, that's
like
what kept,
another Charizard at this point.
So,
that's what kept me from liking him for like the longest time. But I just got one in like Sword and Shield, and I'm like, oh, he's not bad.
so 5th gen.
Ooh.
It'll be black and white, right?
Yep.
Golurk.
Golurk, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be Deerworm. Scolipede. I love I fell in love with Scolipede's design.
I feel you, man.
Get a heart scale, teach it Mega Horn. Oh!
Conkeldurr.
Conkeldurr, hell yeah.
I remember just us hating on Timber and Girder's names. And then Conkeldurr. Oh! He's a powerhouse, though.
He really is.
It's
I love Timber's design, though.
Yeah, he's cute.
I do love Timber's design.
it's a toss up for me between like Hydreigon and Solosis. And
I
Solosis's
really-
whole line.
I loved Solosis' whole line.
He was really
Also Sandile.
interesting. Sandile was cool. Scrafty was fun. I liked him. He's a little punk.
So, what did you say, Malea? Oh yeah, Ranunculus or
yeah. That whole line was really
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, I gotcha.
I smell Scowl.
Scowl.
Yeah.
SCOWL.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
What about 6th gen?
Brazian? Brazian, I think, is my favorite.
Brazian? Which one's that?
It's the middle evolution of Fennekin.
Well, Sylveon was really good, but I also have I also really liked Aromatisse, which I ended up getting.
Hawlucha.
I also really liked hunting down the biggest pumpkaboo I could find because they come in different sizes. And
Right.
the biggest ones have a deeper fucking call, and it's so good.
6th Gen had a lot of good designs. Like I really like Fantup.
Yeah.
Favorite Pokemon from 6th Gen is Scrub by a mile. Love Scrub's design.
Neat. I forgot about it.
I was gonna get Pokemon X when it was coming out, and then because the way we do it is I get one version and Brady gets the other version. Okay, cool down, bud. And what is it? And I was gonna get X and he was gonna get Y, and then I saw Skrelp was a Y exclusive, and I told him I was like, I'm getting Y, you have to get X. He was just like, okay. I needed Skrelp. I loved him.
I really liked Gudra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gumi was the weirdest thing when I first saw him. I was like, what the fuck is this? Big ol' scoop of ice cream just trying to attack me.
I think Avalugg is the most ugly.
Jesse, what did you say?
For 6th gen?
Yeah.
Braxian.
Braxian.
Oh yeah.
Braxian.
What about 7th gen? So mine is Rabombi.
Probably fucking, what is Galissopod? I really like him.
Oh, he's a good one.
Like, it's not often I like bug types, but these past couple of games have kind of killed it with bug types for me, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I loved Rowlet's entire design. All the way through. Buzzful, just because he's ridiculous.
Buzzswole Larry the Lobster.
Mimikyu, hands down, was my absolute favorite out of that gen.
Yeah.
He came out of nowhere, and the fact that he's just some kind of eldritch horror hiding under a dingy Pokemon bag is so good.
Speaking of Buzzful, Mark Brady gave me one because it was a Sun exclusive, and he named him Mesquitoned. And I was just like, thanks for naming him that because I'm not.
So good.
Mesquitoned.
So here's a really good question for our D&D group, right? What is our band called? Like our little band of heroes. Should think about that.
Real question before that. Do you guys know each other before this?
I'm gonna say that we have been on the road together for some time.
It's up to you guys.
I can get behind that. I say we call ourselves
Malea's still thinking. I don't know if she wants to know you guys.
What about Space Dirt? Space Dirt,
Space Dirt.
Space Dirt, or Space...
Jesse, we are dirt dumpers.
Dirt Dumpers. We are the
Holy Space Dirt.
the Holy Space Dirt. I'm trying to think up a play on Stardust Crusaders.
Space Dirt.
Space Dirt.
Space Dirt Ultra Bees. I don't know.
What? Okay, so come on. I need a rip off of Stardust Crusaders. You guys are creative.
Space Dirt. The Space Dirt Kingsman.
Kingsman.
The Space Dirt Zealots.
Sure. There you go. Space Dirt Zealots.
Mark, where did you pull that word out of? What the fuck?
Or Pilgrims.
The Space Dirt Pilgrims.
Zealot is a synonym of
Why is my phone on? Shit! Shit!
Silly boy.
Now Rocco's meowing, Barkley's snorting, everything's going.
I like
The Space Dirt Zealots.
no
Zealots.
Space Dirt Pilgrims.
Pilgrims. Okay.
Yeah.
So, next question comes from Egg.
Okay.
What if you were in Hentai World, gang of octopus has walked up to you seductively.
Not gonna lie, I've always kind of wanted to know, like,
What, Jesse? What did you want to know?
what it feels like to be penetrated by multiple tentacles at once. So,
Yeah.
What?
Same.
Same, Malea says. What the
I would definitely run away because I already know where it's going.
I'd point it off and just be like, oh, she went that way.
oh, she went that way.
And he'd just be like,
Then they walk up and be like, "No, no, little boy, this is all about
No.
you."
And Jesse almost, Jesse, what are you saying?
All right. So.
I would just be like, well, I'm flattered, but no, I don't have a butthole.
You know what? That's the thing about tentacle rape, Riley, is it's not often consensual.
Yeah, they don't understand any words.
You just
Well, I mean, what? How big is the octopus? I've seen big, I've seen small. Hentai world,
I
like,
mean, they're probably
what
like
am I dealing with? What's the girth?
a decent medium-sized like octopus, like the size of a toddler.
Oh.
I would
Oh,
imagine.
that's not so bad.
don't
I mean, but there's
compare.
there's 10 of them though.
Yeah, Malea's just like, you're just being raped by a toddler. That doesn't sound bad.
I really like how there's just
I can overpower that thing easily.
There's-
You can't. Octopuses are so strong.
All right, that brings up a question. How many toddlers do you think you could fight before you lost?
like, what are we
Are
talking
toddlers-
about? Toddlers,
Are
like,
toddlers armed?
like
Yeah, they have arms.
No.
like between ages 3 and 5.
Oh, I can take them all
I mean,
down
dude.
easily.
let me just put up a picture of Captain America with the subtitle saying, "I could do this all day." Like,
Do they like? Yeah, do they trickle in or do they come at you?
It's kind of like a survival game. They start out by trickling in, but eventually,
it's just
they just start,
nonstop.
like, yeah.
Are you armed?
I mean, you have arms.
All right. Yeah, that's
Well, here's
enough.
the best
Yeah.
thing about toddlers is they're easily dual wieldable, so you could just pick them up by the legs and just start swinging. Like,
Yeah. I would think I'd be able to last around 24 waves, but like, because I'll get tired eventually.
sure.
What if they doubled every wave?
So
See-
it starts off with one. That would get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it starts off with 1, then I could probably go to like 50. Let's be real. You want me to fuck up one toddler in the first wave? Yeah, man, bring it on.
And what constitutes as like passing a wave? Do you have to kill them, or do you just like knock them over and make them cry? Because like this, there's a varying degree of effort that goes into this.
Why did we segue into fighting toddlers after being raped by octopus?
Well, you know, it's a logical leap.
I guess we are dealing with hentai world.
I really like the fact that the initial response to this in our podcast questions is just Joseph Joestar running away from cars.
Yeah. Are there like boss waves for this?
Yeah, 10-year-old.
Ooh, 10-year-olds are pretty rough. I could probably fuck one up if it's like one, like if there's one of them. Quick kick to the ribs.
I mean, say a boss that's 1 year old.
Oh well, yeah, I can fuck up a 1-year-old easily. I can
An
probably.
infinite amount of those.
I'll proudly do it too. I'll just yeet that guy over the fence. Like, I can't even walk. Stupid asshole.
So I'm basically done with my character. I'm just like doing the last little bits for equipment, and then that's it.
Okay.
So
So, Egg it also said, "What's your opinion on the live-action Wallace and haven't seen it? May you react to it?" No, we've seen it.
I saw it. Riley saw it. Jesse and Malea, have you seen it?
I have
What is
not.
The
It's-
live action Wallace and Gromit?
No, you.
It's off. Well,
There's
here's
my reaction.
no, Malea. Here's the you're saying you, but it's way worse than you think.
Oh God.
Alright, Malea, come over here real quick.
Okay.
I won't even play the whole thing.
Well, no, here, just look at the fucking first thumbnail for it.
Oh God. Oh God. Ah!
That was
No.
actual fear.
Yeah, no, come here.
No, I don't want to. That's
Here,
gonna
just
give me
look at it. No.
nightmares, Mark.
Was that an
Don't
actual?
say
So
it.
No, wait until you see
what
Gromit.
hit? No. Oh,
was the
God.
right trousers an actual skit from? I remember there being the mechanical trousers that he had.
This looks fucking horrifying already, and I had. Oh my god. Ooh.
I don't like how there's a laugh track too. It's like people are watching this for entertainment, like in the studio. I'd be afraid to be in the same room as these things.
Yeah, I don't like any of that. That is cursed.
That is cursed.
It's just cursed.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Jesse, did you look at it?
No.
Okay, hold on. I'll link it to you. real
Ugh.
quick.
I just put it in the podcast chat.
Did you?
No, just do it. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
that's under.
Just awful.
Well, Jesse looks at that. If you could have one thing from fiction, what would it be and why? This comes from. So can we say all of the Dragon Ball, or just one Dragon Ball?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go that far, just get a ring of wish. You get 3
Or-
wishes, and it's a ring.
Or the genie lamp.
Well, here's the thing about genie lamps, right? Or are you talking about the one from Aladdin?
The one from Aladdin where he doesn't try to fuck with.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't wish
Yeah.
on actual genies or the jinn, because they are fucking
Yeah.
horrible.
Oh yeah, they're assholes.
Djinn.
They're fucking degens.
Oh, actually, I remember there was this book when I was really little that I read in the library in elementary school. This guy had a magic bowl, and whenever he put something in it, it would create an infinite amount of that things, and it would just start pouring out of the bowl rapidly.
Ooh, I like that.
I want that.
Just put 1 penny in it and like leave it somewhere forever.
Why a penny?
So,
Why not
because it would
20?
just spill pennies everywhere, just worthless currency.
Could you imagine just flooding the world with pennies?
That would be great.
No, I'd probably just put a $20 bill in it and just be like, hey.
Hmm.
But that's gonna suck, and that's gonna suck later in life when cash becomes obsolete,
Hmm.
which is gonna happen in our lifetime, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably.
What about you guys? One thing from fiction.
So, there's this fucking book in this anime, Magicano, that whatever you write in it ends up becoming true. It just ends up becoming, like, fact. So, I would just get that and just do whatever. Because essentially, you can make whatever wishes that you want. It's just a fact that this happens.
That goes on to Jesse's answer for the question. He would just be God.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just right in the first page. I am God.
Yeah.
That's actually a good one because you can poke that too. Oh,
Mhm.
Technically,
You can do a lot.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
You could also make it so you have more of those books as well.
that's true.
And you can just hand them to your friends.
That's
So, like, here
I don't
you
know if I could trust y'all with those books though.
go.
But then what if two people write contradicting truth?
Yeah, that could actually shatter reality, and you probably.
I think you'd probably have to make like a rule
Like-
in
like,
there anyway.
You'd have to literally write.
Oops, sorry.
Write a clause like writing alternative facts might create a tear in world lines, and this is true
No,
for
no.
every book, and just
You-
keep it in like
no,
the
you know-
beginning.
No, because people will still do it because they're chaotic people.
I mean, yeah.
What you
but
do
then
is you write whatever is written in any book.
Mhm.
If it
You rolled
conflicts,
a 99 on a D100.
if
I'm
it
just
conflicts
looking
with a
at that.
previous rule,
Mhm.
that previous rule's overwritten.
It's too
So like
overpowered.
every fucking 10 fucking seconds.
Yeah, that's too overpowered.
Well, no, because then that'd stop the world from caving in on itself.
That's the
Fair,
risk you
that
take
works.
when you have a reality-altering book. By the way, can I ask this question for the general purpose of D&D? Is this going to be like a high magic campaign where it's like there are wizards and they all have spells and shit, and like, or is it going to be low magic where wizards are super rare and magical items are even rarer and stuff like that? Riley.
I don't want to give anything away.
I mean, that's fine, but I need to kind of like know the general like
In,
how the world works.
in your guys' travels, you have definitely seen that magic is present in this land,
Okay.
and that magical items, you can like they are around, albeit they are rare, and they're normally possessed by the rich and like collectors.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah, but it's not like it is uncommon to see, but it's not uncommon. It's like a spectacle,
Gotcha.
and they just start going and burning witches and shit. Like it's just kind of people understand that that's just something people do. Other
Yeah.
people do.
Cool. That's what I needed to know.
So, next question comes from Shackington. If you were into big game hunting, what would be the big game you choose to hunt? I don't even feel good saying this because I fucking hate big game hunting.
Yeah, I don't
Man.
really. I don't. Yeah, you know what? A human. I'm going beyond the animals. I would hunt a human.
Well, here's the thing: not all humans are big game.
It's true.
No, but I'd
Yeah,
still
only
do it.
Only like super obese humans.
No, Mark.
So
Those would be super easy to hunt, though.
yeah, I would literally pull out a gun
There's
and
no
shoot
thrill.
myself.
Could you imagine poachers going around just killing fat people?
The Purge, but it's really sad.
Yeah. I just imagine like a poacher from like South America going around in a jeep, and he sees like a fat person on a rascal, and he just starts driving. He's like, "Oh look, my couple look!" Like,
No, wow.
fucking that guy is just running away in his rascal. It's like, oh fuck.
Riley.
All of
What?
it had to be edited. All of it.
Yeah, that
What?
entire answer.
Why? That was hilarious.
No,
Mark
was
laughed.
funny. That doesn't mean anything. Mark's not.
I laugh at everything.
All right, edit it out. Jeff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I walked into a Walmart and I saw a bunch of like people in safari hats,
Just walk back out.
I'd be like, oh fuck, shit's going down.
Fuck. Where is the equipment? Bullshit.
What kind of trap would you use to hunt a person?
I'm gonna use one of those little stands in Cub Foods with like free ham samples.
Just do
Oh,
what
yeah.
just do what the guy in the most dangerous game did. Just tell him flat out, rest, eat what you want, but in 24 hours I'm hunting you down, so get ready. And just let come what may. Like if they overfill themselves, they're fucked. If they don't eat enough, they're absolutely screwed. If they don't take anything, that was their own stupidity. I don't know, their over or under thinking will be their demise.
True.
I used to hunt deer. That's really not big game.
No.
Or what bears?
No.
I mean, here's the thing.
I
If
would
I
never
hunt
hunt a bear.
something, I'm gonna want to eat it. I'm not gonna fucking waste it. I'm not just gonna kill it for sport.
Yeah. You
And-
know what?
That's why hunting deer was good.
A wild boar. I
Oh, yeah.
want to
Boar?
take on the challenge of hunting down a wild boar.
Is a boar considered big game?
No,
They should be because they're fucking dangerous.
they are. If you
Well, it's
die
not
out in a
dangerous
field,
game.
if you die out in a field and there's wild boars, there will be nothing left of you. Like they
Yeah,
eat
they'll-
everything.
They'll eat you up. There's like there's a lot of old legends and tales about people hunting for boar, where they would use those boar spears, and a lot of the times, some of those would not fucking work. They would pierce the boar, and it would have to go almost all the way through to stop the boar and kill it. It would just keep coming at you, even being pierced. They're insane.
So the next question comes from Kaz. Which gimmick from the Pokemon games did you like the?
I'm gonna be the vanilla boy and say walking with your Pokemon. It's one that they brought back a couple times, and I think that simple little thing it makes a huge world of difference in the games.
I like the co-op battle tower, which I didn't realize was a gimmick until they got rid of it in this game, which lowers my rating from 6 to 4 out of 10 for Sword and Shield.
There you go.
I also like walking with Pokemon. I was super happy when they brought it back in Let's Go because they did it so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, walking with Pokemon is honestly amazing.
I really love Pokemon and Me, and I really wish they would have expanded upon it because I like the fact that I could play with my Pokemon and pet them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Camp, you can play with them, but you can't pet them, and that, I don't know.
What I like about Pokemon Camp, though, is that all the Pokemon are there and they're interacting with each other.
That's true. It was
Which-
cute.
Yeah, which I think that they should have, like Pokemon and Me, where you can pet them and stuff with all the Pokemon there.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if they managed to combine the two and then maybe add to it as well, it'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Another thing that they never brought back past Ruby and Sapphire and like Diamond and Pearl were Pokemon contests. Those were my absolute favorite thing going through Ruby. I would actually send my entire team through these contests after I beat the Elite Four and get them as many ribbons as possible. So whenever I traded them, they would just have a shit ton of ribbons.
Cool.
Another gimmick that I liked in Gen 4 was you can make a you can put like seals on your Pokeballs and make effects for when they come out of the Pokeball. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. The problem is you can't put the Pokemon in the PC if it had a seal on it.
Oh,
You had
that's
to take you had to take the seals off if you wanted to take that Pokemon out of your.
so dumb.
Yeah. But it was a cool idea. I liked it. But anyways, that's the last question.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Hot damn. Okay, well, we went through that faster than I thought.
We did. We were on those for a long time.
I guess I was more distracted than anything else. We're at about 2 hours at this very second, so...
How are you guys, what is it? How are you guys with your characters? Are you guys all done? Like, are you guys still doing shit?
I'm pretty much all done. I have my stats, equipment, I have my background, starting cash. I think I'm pretty much there. Yeah, I got a little bit of a backstory. Nothing crazy, but...
So okay, so is there anything you guys want to share about character backstories? Real quick?
Sure, I'll read mine.
Well, you don't have to, you can just read whatever you want.
Okay. So, Orsic Orstar was just an average dwarf until he felt a mysterious power awaken within him. Although he has yet to fully realize his newfound abilities, he strives to help others in need, as well as gain knowledge of others like him and better himself along the way. That's what I have.
Are you from this land that you're exploring?
No. So, Orsic Orstar is a traveler. He's been traveling for
Gotcha.
the past couple of years.
So are you unfamiliar with this land, or have you been traveling?
I'm familiar due to my research. I don't go anywhere without looking into it first. It's part
Without
of my
looking
background.
where?
So, what's that?
You don't go anywhere without looking where?
Without looking into where I'm going. So, like, I'm a researcher by trade, so I usually hit up the nearest, like, local compository of books and read all I can.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's go with Flower.
Alright, so Flower he's a half-orc druid. He's a love child of a human druid female and a half-orc barbarian male.
So he's like a quarter orc then.
I mean, I meant to put like full orc,
Oh.
but I'm so used to writing half-orc.
That'd be terrifying for that lady.
Yeah, she was a hippie.
Right on.
She was fucked.
The whole time they're fucking, the orc just has the same tone. Oh, like never breaks that noise the whole time.
Yeah, he grew up in a temple with his mother for 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah.
Mark, half-orcs only live to be, like, maybe 50.
Yeah, my guy's
That's why he had to get out and see the world.
Okay.
He learned his druid skills, and he learned of his sexuality, where he found that he really liked gnomes. He wants to be dominated by a gnome.
Was there something that happened to him growing up that made him this way?
Yeah, so he was traveling through the forest, and one day he saw a gnome adventurer.
You just
And
started
he-
bullying the shit out of him. He's like, "Hey, Greenie,
And he's like, "Oh,
you got a little dick for an orc."
my pee-pee."
Yeah, he was got bullied by this gnome adventurer, and she
What did she do, Mark?
she spat at him and called him a huge faggot.
Why?
Oh my God, I'm making this up on the spot.
Oh my god.
Flower's like crying as he's telling you guys that this is the first time he's opened up to any
faggot.
He felt
gnome called Flower faggot.
his feelings were hurt, but he had a big erection.
God.
It awoken something in him that day.
And
All right, so is it Ode or Odie?
Ode.
Ode. What's up, Ode?
Alright. Ode is a human paladin. He's 25, so he's a little young, but he's gone through a lot of stuff since childhood. His parents named him Ode, thinking he'd have great stories to tell in the future, and stories he has to tell. I've got to work out the workings of his backstory fully, but we'll
That's
get
fine.
into that when we go to play.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
very mystery man.
yeah, so Mark and Malea, are you guys from this land that you are?
I don't know anything about you, land.
I'm not from wherever this is.
Okay.
I've traveled in.
Have you been traveling in it for a while?
Let's say yes. Probably just for the sake of being with the group.
I'm just gonna tell you now. This land is the kingdom of Keoland.
Hold on. I'm gonna write some of this down.
Yeah, let me.
Is there a good place I can write this?
I'm just opening up a notepad.
Yeah.
Alright. That's
So
fair.
you're in the kingdom of Keoland, which is Keoland.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. You are on the western coast of this land, and you're traveling south
Okay.
of Keoland. So, as you're going down, and this is mostly because Orsic, being a dwarf, has learned that there have been dwarves that recently made it to a town called Saltmarsh, which is on the southern coast of Keoland.
Gotcha. Nose of
And
dwarves.
and he found out that the dwarves, or based on rumors, are not being generally liked by the public of why they're there. But you don't know why they're there yet. You just know that they're having a hard time because the people there at Saltmarsh are giving them a hard time. And you wanted to find out why.
Okay.
And Ode and Flower are following you because you guys are traveling together. And what more do travelers like doing than traveling? So they're coming with you. That's what we're going with right now.
Okay.
Sound good, everybody?
That sounds good to
Yeah.
me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
So let's see here. So the Kingdom of Keeland, traveling south along the western coast, Orsic knows of dwarves and Saltmarsh along the southern coast. Dwarves are unliked for an unknown reason, and Ode and Flower are accompanying Orsic.
And the dwarves have just recently got to Saltmarsh, as far as you know. You recall, the person that was telling you all this information is from Saltmarsh.
Okay.
And he said, it's like, we recently got dwarves, and we feel like they're up to something. They're there for a reason. And before you could get more information, he left.
Okay. So the person who told him, just like
The person who told you was a human as well.
Okay. Any denotable features about him or no?
He was a fisherman.
Okay,
That's all you know.
that's fine. No name?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So
It was just kind of you guys. I'm just gonna say, and you don't need to write this down. It's not important. But I'm gonna say that like in your travels, you stopped at a town. Like among all the rumors, you basically heard this guy ranting about dwarves, and you went to chat with him, and that's the only information he gave you before. Because as you can tell by his demeanor, he didn't like dwarves.
well, that's fine.
How far into this are we going?
Into Saltmarsh?
I mean, like, into the campaign.
Like
Or
right
just
now, you mean?
Character creation? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just creating characters.
Okay, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah. No.
It's late. Like I can, and I don't have all the assets made for it.
We'll catch Zach up as well, and then that
So
is
yep.
pretty much it for the Cross-Platform Action Squad podcast this week. Sorry if it was a little slow. We were all focusing on other things and trying to talk at the same time. Not as easy as you might think, but we hope it was entertaining. Thank you for watching and listening, and until next time, you guys are amazing. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
I don't.